I'm pleased to welcome you today to welcome Team GH, Strategic Enterprise Growth. Give them a hand.
Yay! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are Group GH, and before we start, we're going to start off with a little performance just to get you guys engaging with us and so that you guys have our attention and we have yours, please. So we're going to be, come on. So my group is GH, and we have Julia, Amy, and the beautiful Ian. Okay, so the song is from Fiji, if you guys don't know the song. So yes, we'll be performing it, and after the performance, we would like you to join in. And if you guys join, you guys get a big, fat, beautiful lollipop. Yeah. Woohoo! Okay, thank you. Well, I'd like to ask you to stand up, please. Please, stand up. Please, beautiful people of the world, stand up. So, as you can see, the moves are quite simple. We just like you to get you guys amped up for our awesome presentation that we have. But yeah, so the moves are real simple. Just watch me and I'll be calling up the moves. So thank you for getting up. Yeah, play. Go, move. Shoulders. Good, awesome. Now push the side. Push, clap. Awesome. Woohoo! And check it up. And up. Awesome. Keep going. Get a lollipop. And up. You can do your own moves if you want. Good. And back. And back. And 1 and 2. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Now that I have your attention, hopefully, our presentation is about Chapter 11, which is Entrepreneurship Strategic Growth. So, from Chapter 11, I'll be talking about what strategy is and the strategic entrepreneur growth methods. Then after me is Julia. She'll be talking about the managerial entrepreneurial growth. And then after Julia will be Ian. He'll be talking about the adaptive business, and Amy will then talk about the strategic sustainable development. Yeah. So strategic thinking. What is strategy or strategic? Strategies are the boundaries of what the company can or cannot do. Strategic thinking focuses on finding and developing unique opportunities to create value by enabling provocative and creative dialogue among people who can affect a company's direction. A strategy is something like an innovative new product, globalization, taking your products around the world to the low-cost producer. A strategy is something you can touch, you can motivate people with, and be a number one or number two to every business. Strategic thinking is a way of understanding the fundamental drivers of a business and rigorously and playfully challenging conventional thinking about them in conversation with others. Thinking of your business as a business plan or like a strategy as a map. Your vision defines the ultimate destination from 10 to 20 years from now. Next. The key strategic style. The key strategic style is linked to the strategic entrepreneurial growth, which is the degree of uncertainty impacting the venture, the strength of the competition, and the amount and type of experience of the entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial strategy links to the experience of the entrepreneur, as I previously said, which means when entrepreneurs have experiences, they define what worked, what didn't, the positive and negatives of the outcome of their work within a business or their past events that has happened within their business. Next. And the formulation of a long-range plan to manage opportunities and threats in light of the firm's strengths and weaknesses. So through entrepreneurial strategy, a main factor is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis enables the analysis of the external and internal environment. SWOT analysis is the main factor and a main attribute to the strategic growth of a company in the entrepreneurial world. And now I'll play a video of what SWOT analysis is. And I hope I still have your guys' focus. Yes, thank you. Oh no. And yes.
Class, can I explain any marketing concepts?
Professor Siegfried, could you explain the SWOT analysis?
Well, Sandy, SWOT analysis is a strategic planning method used to evaluate the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats involved in a project or in a business venture. It involves specifying the objective of the business venture or project and identifying the internal and external factors that are favorable and unfavorable to achieve specific objectives. The technique was developed by Albert Humphrey, who led a conference at Stanford University in the 1960s and 1970s using data he gathered from Fortune 500 companies. The SWOT analysis should be performed first. This allows for the achievable setting of goals or objectives to be set for the company. The SWOT analysis is made up of 4 quadrants on a matrix which can be defined as strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Let's examine each one. Strengths are characteristics of the business or project team that give it a competitive advantage over others. Example, high level of technical expertise. Weaknesses or limitations are characteristics that place the team at a disadvantage relative to other competitors. Example, narrow product range. Opportunities are external chances to improve performance in the environment. Example, new emerging market in China. Threats are external elements in the environment that could cause problems for the business or project. Example, a competitor with a superior technology entering the market.
Professor, how useful is the SWOT analysis?
The usefulness of SWOT analysis is not limited to profit-making companies. SWOT analysis may be used in any decision-making situation when a desired end state, objective, has been defined. Examples include non-profit organizations, governmental units, and individuals. SWOT analysis may also be used in pre-crisis planning and preventive crisis management. SWOT analysis may also be used in creating a recommendation during a viability study, survey.
Thanks, Professor, for this explanation of SWOT analysis.
Thank you, Professor. So, next we have the entrepreneurial strategy continuing. which is defining the venture's vision, mission, and strategic intention. So with every entrepreneur, there's a vision, a mission, and a strategic intention. The vision allows each entrepreneur to have a goal to overcome the obstacles of businesses. They have a goal and a pathway so that they have strategies to help them get to the places that they want to be in the future. With their mission, this also allows them to become more adaptive with the environment that they tend to market, as well as also making a more profitable organization for themselves. Yep, carry on, please. So next we have the 5 basic steps. These are the 5 basic steps that contribute effectively to the strategic entrepreneurial growth. The 5 basic steps start with the first one, examining the internal and external environments, which is the SWOT analysis that we previously talked about. As we learned from the SWOT analysis, without the SWOT analysis, there will be a lack of strategic factors that they cannot have a hold on. And with SWOT analysis, it's more of an easier analysis of the business and more effective for the organization itself. Secondly, formulating short and long-term strategies. Short-term strategies gives them a pathway to reach a certain goal within the business, reaching out to, say, of customers. If they want to satisfy more customers, make something new of a product by adding value or taking value off within the short-term goals, that's why this is effective. And with the long-term strategies allow the company to have a vision, have a more positive and more hands-on of what they want their business to be successful in and how they become to be successful in the future. Third, implementing the strategic plan. Implementing the strategic plan refers to working within the environment, with the workers, the managers, with the marketing and the accounting of the business. This works within the aspects of the business, and with implementing the strategic plan of what they want to do with the business is how it will affect them positively. Fourth, evaluating the performance of the strategy. Evaluating is a major and main factor for the strategic entrepreneurial growth. Evaluating allows what could have been better, what could we have done different, what worked and what didn't. Evaluation allows the strategic to grow more confident in their product, in their business, or as in themselves. And fifth, take follow-up action and through continuous feedback. Taking follow-up actions of what went good and what didn't work with continuous feedback allows communication, understanding, and a more confidence in their business product or service. And on the next slide, we have how the business model works. So for the external dynamics, the opportunities give vision, a mission, and internal dynamics, which they links into the strategic intent, to the business model and goals of policies. This circulates right around to the boundary actions, engagement actions, and market actions. So with all these 5 dynamics that I had talked about, this is how it works together to create a strategic entrepreneurial growth. So the results of lack of strategic planning is time scarcity. It takes a lot of time without a lack of strategic planning, the lack of knowledge, a lack of expertise and skills, lack of trust and openness, and perception of high costs. With these factors, lack of knowledge, expertise, and skills like this will affect them negatively without a proper strategic plan. Like the saying says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Yep, please. The value of strategic planning. The value of strategic planning is when you have a plan and you work for it, work towards it, it allows you a positive advantage and a negative advantage. But having negative and both positive at the same time, it allows you to work harder, to think beyond, and be more cautious of the environment you are tending to market. And next slide, please. Entrepreneur and strategic actions. Strategic management is establishing and exploiting competitive advantage within a particular environment. Entrepreneurship is about searching for competitive advantage through product, process, and market innovation. Entrepreneur and strategic actions give the environment a more hands-on. Like you can go out into the environment and work together with other people of the same market, but there will always be competitive advantages within the environment, which comes under the strategic actions. When you have your strategic actions, the strategies that you can use to overcome these actions, this will make a process of a positive entrepreneurial growth. This is the model that I was talking about. So strategic actions and entrepreneurial actions. In the middle here, they link together, which means they work perfectly, and it gives a more advantage for those who are trying to work for a business and how they tend to learn more within and out of the business. Strategic positioning. Strategic positioning is a process of perceiving new position that attract customers from established positions or draw new customers into the market. With strategic positioning, when you have a strategy, you do tend to attract more customers. You attract not just customers, but other organizations who will want to buy into your company. Having a strategy takes you to another position where you can be better, where you are it's more accessible, there's more value within the business through strategic positioning. And now, thank you for listening to me. I will now pass it on to the beautiful Julia. Oh, sorry.
Thanks, Free. Now I'd like to introduce the next part, managing entrepreneurial growth. Here's my question. Which stage of the virtual development life cycle has the possibility for the business to fail? So after I finish this part, I will ask this question again. So you're going to have the answer. Managing entrepreneurial growth is considered to be the core part for a business to succeed in competition. As growth is the third stage of the organizational life cycle, firms can repeatedly increase resources, such as profit, and tend to expand business by acquiring more specialized employees. However, to gain advantage in competition, firms have to consider long-term strategy that will help their business to gain advantage in process, such as management system, quality control, design, and innovation. Next. Here is the venture development stage. The first stage is called new venture development. In this stage, the venture needs to accumulate resources. The company creating an assessment. This is a company's mission, vision, and directions that are developed. The second stage is called startup activities. In this stage, the foundation work is to creating a formal business plan, searching for capitals, and carrying out marketing activities. Marketing and financial also are important during this stage. The third stage is called growth stage. This stage often requires major changes in entrepreneurial strategy. This stage usually presents newer and more significant problems than the startup stage. The stabilization, that's the place. The stabilization stage is the result of both marketing conditions and the entrepreneur's efforts. During this stage, a number of developments normally occur, including increased competition, consumer indifference to companies' goods and services. The entrepreneur needs to think about where the business will go over the 3 to 5 years. And this stage is also called swing stage, which means the company either swing to a higher and higher position, gets great profitability, or swing towards decline. During this stage, innovations also are often critical to the future success. The final stage is called innovation or decline. Business that fail to innovation will die. Financially successful business often will try to buy innovative business, innovative companies to ensure their growth. Also, companies will also work on new products or service to ensure in order to complement the current offerings. Next, please. Here is a graph shows the venture development stage. The horizontal lines shows the venture that moves through these 5 stages. The first stage is called new venture development. As you can see, the profit and productivity is very low during this stage. But as the venture moves on, the profitability keeps going up. In the venture growth stage, there is a possibility to fail, as you can see from here. And in the business stabilization, the profit keeps going up. In here, innovation or decline, you can see again, there is a possibility that to continue to grow or decline. Next, please. Designing the business module. A business module describes how an organization creates, delivers, and capital values. I will give you a video to show what is a business module.
good marks.
Now I would like to ask the question I have shown before. Which stage of the venture development life cycle has the possibility for the business to fail? Yes.
Venture growth.
Yes.
Innovation.
Very good. Yeah. You passed it. You're too lazy.
What your last slide, Kyle?
Now I would like pass to Fui to give you a small games to play.
Okay, this game is called the maths game using body parts, if you know what I mean. It's when I call out a number, you have to add it together with someone else. So if I say 3 thumbs, because we don't have 3 thumbs on our own, right? So you have to go around and look for someone. Yes, I know, it's so fun.
In groups.
Yeah, within your groups, and a group that wins, we have a awesome prize.
Now we will have another example to show you guys.
Okay, so, and if I say 2 eyes, you stand by yourself, because you only have 2 eyes. Yes. Okay, and yeah, that's our game. So please, everyone get up. Please. Please. Yay, thank
Do
you.
you guys understand?
Do you guys understand? Any questions? Any questions?
If I say two shoulder, we find 2 people and put the shoulder together.
Shoulders.
Yeah,
Shoulder.
shoulder.
Oh. So, okay, you call it up. So just find someone, and if you don't find a partner, then you just happily sit down while we keep playing.
Yeah, if the person can't find the partners,
Then just
maybe we'll be out of the games.
maybe you can just sit down on the chair and play with. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can call it up.
Ready?
Come on, man.
Stand up, please.
I know, it's so happy. Yes. Go, you call it up.
6 knees. 6 knees. Yes. You guys out.
Oh, I was used to. Okay. Good. Good math skills. Okay. Which group did?
These 2 groups.
Okay. Okay, sorry, everyone's out. Sorry.
No, we play in this group.
Okay, so it's used to left. Okay. 5 shoulders.
5 shoulders.
Okay. Do you guys have 5 shoulders? 1, 2. 5. Oh, it's the imaginary one. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Okay, last one.
Last one.
What's the last one? 2.
8 arms.
Oh, come on, guys. Yep, they won. This team won.
They won. This group wants.
Okay, we'll give you a prize after the presentation. Awesome effort. So, who's next?
Yes.
I should ask a question. So, one question from my presentation. So what's the SWOT analysis? Anyone? can answer? No one knows what a SWOT analysis is? Oh, awesome. Any more lollies?
We have one here.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Keep listening, everyone. Next one is Ian, the beautiful Ian. Oh, sorry. How do you take it off?
Hello everyone. I will talk about building the adaptive business. Next. Does everyone know what adaptive means?
No.
Does everyone know what adaptive means?
No.
Does everyone knows? All right. I will explain. I think the adaptive means is a type of behavior that is used to adjust it to another type of behavior or situation. For example, a constant repetitive action should be refocused content. Repetitive action could be could be refocused on something that requires or building something. Next. There are 5 building the adaptive business. The first one is share the entrepreneur's vision. The second one is increase the perception of opportunity. The third one is community morphing. The first one is institutionalize change as a venture goal. The last one is instill the desire to be innovative. Next. The instill the desire to be innovative. The first one is reward system. I think the company has a clear reward and punishment system. The secondly, an environment that allow for failure. Entrepreneurs give each employee to allow for feel the environment. The thirdly, the flexible operations. The last one is development of venture teams. Next. From the entrepreneur to manager, transition between the strategies of venture are affected by the entrepreneur's ability to make a transition in style. During the growth stage of venture, one is entrepreneur must shift into a more managerial style. In a company, entrepreneurs must cover more management style. Every entrepreneur should be use of a management style. At the same time, entrepreneur needs have alternate management to adapt to different people or goods. Another one is translating their spirits of innovation and creativity to their personal. In a company, each employee's spirit of innovation and creativity are essential, and the spirit of innovation and creativity to make the company better and faster development. Next is from the entrepreneur to manager. There are two different points of view. One is entrepreneurial, another one is administrative. Next. The logic of the responsibilities. To the entrepreneur, the culture of resource involves involves avoiding ownership due to the risk of the license and inflexibility. And whereas managers will view ownership as a means to accomplish efficiency and searchability. Next. The logic of the perspectives. The entrepreneurs create, craft, and adapt means to meet imagined new ends. The manager works with given means to achieve given ends. Strategists adopt sharp given means, creating new means to meet given ends. Next. I'll show this picture. The Oswald product marketing matrix. I will show the video to explain this picture.
Sometimes you just need a night off. And when you do, there's only one place that makes dinner this easy.
Family value dinner bus, thanks.
So fast.
Hi guys, I'm here at Entrepreneurship. My dad's hands around so you can see some of the things. The ground's over there somewhere. Anyway, what we'll talk about today is the unsolved matrix.
Also known as growth strategies. These are great for idea generations for products and new markets.
Which is going to be helpful for your exam. Now, within the matrix, what you do is basically divide things into two groups. Okay, you have new products and old products. Alright, you divide your customers into two groups, new customers and old customers. Alright, now, what you're focused on, the first group is old customers and old products.
Technical term, market penetration.
How do we get old customers to buy our old products more? Do you take McDonald's? Well, you look at them and they say, oh, okay, let's open up 24 hours a day, have a McDrive, these kind of things. Now, move to the next slide. How do we come up with new products for old customers?
Technical term, product development.
So McDonald's, maybe they come up with pizza, okay, for their customers they already have. Now we move down to getting new customers. All right, with new customers, well, how do we get new customers to buy our old products?
The technical term, market development.
So we open new stores, we move to other cities, okay, we find new locations for them, those kind of things. Maybe open McDonald's in the stadium. Then you have selling new products to new people. Okay?
The technical term, diversification.
And this is, maybe McDonald's starts selling, their ice creams in a little cart, and they go to the beach. So in the summer you can go to the beach and have McDonald's ice cream as they go around. So those are kind of the four things. When you go on the exam, you come up with strategy recommendations. Think like that. Sell more of the old stuff to the old clients, sell some new products to the old clients, sell the old products to some new people, and make some new stuff up and sell the new people. So that gives you a rough idea of the Anton matrix. So, Dan, thank you very much.
This was the first one is cultural, second one is responsibility, third one is tolerance of failure. The last one is change. The cultural is blending culture and participants. The responsibility is creates a sense of responsibility. The third one is tolerance of failure. As opposite to punishment for failure. The last one, change, is renting an innovative and opportunistic posture. And this is confronting the growth wall. The many entrepreneurial owners confront a growth wall that seems to overcome. They are unable to begin the process of handling the challenges that growth brings. And in successful growth-oriented company, the entrepreneur is able to invention and anticipate the company as a longer entity. Entrepreneurs should have meet on the future of the market, so company can orient longer. The team need for tomorrow is here and develop today. Next. 不错，跳过了吧？往上。And the hierarchy, next hierarchy is minimized. Employees should financial stake in a company. The original core vision of the company is constantly and the licensing reinforced. Next. The unique managerial concerns. The first is the distinctiveness of size. The second is one person hand syndrome. The third one is time management. The first one is community process. The last one is continuous learning. I think the learning is most important for these five, and the most important way, which is acquisition of knowledge and innovation. Next. And entrepreneurial leadership. Entrepreneurial leadership assists when an entrepreneur adapt to manage the fast price growth oriented company. And next, entrepreneur's ability to anticipate invention, maintain flexibility, think strategically, and work with others to intend change that will create a valuable future for the organization. Now we have a break, 5 minutes. I'll finish.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will pass to Amy to next page.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about strategy, sustainable development. In this topic, I want to explain and discuss 2 parts. The firstly is entrepreneurs can use sustainability, the concept, to lead the long-term development of competitive advantage. Since at least the middle 1990s, many economists, especially entrepreneurs, are increased in concern social and environment issue of sustainability. They believe the company not only concern the increased profit, but also concern the natural environment valued. There are some examples. relate to New Zealand sustainable business. Example 1, the Paroa, the Bacon House Company. This company produces some 4,000 kilograms of food product weekly, such as organic, whey, and gluten-free bread. But this company reduced the rubbish reduce rubbish going to landfill to less the 1 kilo of waste each week. Currently, the many companies have accepted to their responsibility to no harm to the environment. Products and the productions processes become more cleaner. Companies are going to the green. They feel they can reduce the pollution and increase the profits simultaneously. Example 2, Express the Korea company. This company certainly depends on transport infrastructure and equipment, and especially fuel. But this company has released a range of packaged products. To the recyclable and make from the less raw material. The model of 3 legs sustainability is about contributing to the benefit to economy and community and natural environment value. Example 3 is relative New Zealand's breakfast cereal company called Sanitary's Health and Well-being Company. This company this company help the people stand to learn the well. And the senior company contribute New Zealand economic. They also provide free school breakfast to over the 400 New Zealand schools. Secondly, is for the business become the more sustainability by using sustainable model. The model is to help create sustainability organization. The stage 1 is governance and management. The mean is the companies have responsibility to social and the environment. The Stage 2 is the operation and facility. This help the company reduce cost, enhance, increase the profits and efficiency. The next is down. No. Down. Down. No. Go. No. Yes. Oh. The third is the human resource development. The cooperation culture help to using sustainability strategy to help the improve productivities. The five is marketing and communication. This means create trust by meeting customer need to feel good about their consumption choices. The sixth is partnership and stakeholder engagement. This means organization must take advantage developing the relationship and the partnership with a range of organizations and groups. Close the bottom of helix. Helix are the 4 stages. Stage 1 is self-assessment. The company need to explore what sustainability for them. For example, to look at how the business process. Does the company have a good record, labor and human rights? The ensure has a positive relationship with employees. The stage 2 is strategy. Companies start to performance to the plan to analyze how to analyze the company's the weaknesses and the strengths, such as skills, resources, and cultures. Stage 3 is company setting the program. For example, setting procedures to ask what department must to participate to achieve the goal. Stage 4 is through the integration of sustainability concepts, methodologies, and processes into the business practices. Thank you so much. Now I would like to pass to Phil for conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. So in conclusion, strategic entrepreneurial growth is a major, important, a positive attribute and a main factor for businesses. With strategies and strategic growth, this will differentiate other businesses, or differentiate entrepreneurs and their businesses throughout all businesses within the world. Through strategies, we learn to evaluate continuous feedback on companies and learn more each day about your business. Thank you for listening to our group. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come. Well done.
One of the videos that you showed, it was an excellent video, the second one about business models. Did you have a look at the video that it suggested about the business model canvas? And if you did have a look at it, what was your opinion of the business model canvas?
So the business canvas model, it consists of the different areas of the management side, which is looking within customer relationships, the value of the company, looking with revenue, also with channels and key resources, which involves internal things that happen within the business, with, say for example, for exporting and importing goods within the company, and external as in how business negotiate with other businesses to get their product, or how they have partnerships as businesses. Yeah. So that's the business canvas model that we looked at. Yeah, we did.
You did? Okay. So
those points that I just talked about,
you totally have, because you were telling us about it.
Yeah.
Did you find it a useful video?
Yeah, it was really helpful, and we learned more within this chapter.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Have there been some challenges for the group in terms of this topic?
Yeah. One of our main challenge was communicating. Was because having English as second language for them, but it was real hard for me to try to understand them and negotiate with them, when we had our meetings and how we're going to meet and how we're going to speak. But we overcame that, and it brought us closer. I feel like we're brothers and sisters. Amen. Yes. And that was a good obstacle that we overcame as together.
And one thing I would like to say is, because Fui, some very sad thing happened in her family, but she still come to our meeting and practice. It's really impressed.
You guys the same thing? You guys learn nothing when we're together. Oh yeah, okay.
I'm very happy with this team, and I'll learn a lot of things in this part, and that's all.
I just want to say thank you so much for listening.
Julia, what did you, Amy, what was the most interesting thing for you?
For this team, okay. Let me think. Like we meeting, we discuss and share knowledge. Yes.
What specific aspects do you find most interesting?
Because everyone have a different topic, and we need to combine for group presentation. I feel it's the challenge, and in the end, the meeting we do very well. Thank you.
And what topic did you find most interesting?
Interesting is the dancing idea. Yeah, it's very interesting, because the free is dancing is very good. Body is very and but all is not not so good body, so we try to do the best. Yeah.
How long the dance is?
Just honestly, it only took us 5 minutes. I just told them to follow me, and we never like 5 minutes in, we got it like that. So bang. Yeah, exactly 5 minutes. Yeah.
Just a question from the adaptive business you present. Which would you say is the main key to have adaptive business?
Can you repeat?
And the point to have a good adaptive business?
Yeah.
You see the 4 key points: the cultural responsibility, talent of failure and change. Is this one or not?
And what do you think is the most important?
Most important.
Create an adaptable.
What's the most key important for adaptive business? Pick one main goal.
The responsibility.
Apple? Yep, just one.
I liked how you asked everybody to stand up and join you to dance and get everybody fresh, and so yeah, I like that part.
Energized? Yep.
The organization that you have together with the slides and the design of the slides and the clarity as well.
Yep.
I love you. Second video is very interesting and easy to ask how look.
I like the starting, really funny and make everybody happy.
I like the way you all work together, the way each one precedes the next one. On the presentation it was pretty smooth, it was pretty good for me.
Right, yep. And for me the first impression I had was your attractive slide design. And it was integrated across all the speakers. You captured the same design, and it was crisp, clear, easily readable the design. Okay. Start on onions. Onions now.
Oh, onions.
Onions. Yeah.
There was just a bit like no eye contact with the audience and just too much reading in some part of the presentation. So that was one.
Yeah, the eye contact as well. Not a lot of onions in it.
No, don't want to say anything? Too shy? Yep. Onions?
Keep contact with the audience.
Second?
Keep contact with the audience.
Keep contact with the audience? Yeah.
Not very boring otherwise.
The activities were good, but I didn't feel that they have to do with the things you were exposing. So the activities by themselves were funny and they were fun, but I didn't see a practical value in them.
Yeah, I agree with that point. It's good. You get points for having games. Games are useful as energizers. They're useful at the beginning to get people energized, and that was good. And they're useful some during it, just little energizers that they're called. But you could have had some activities beyond just talking. You could have had some other kinds of activities which were directly related to the topic, the content of what you were talking about. Okay. When you introduce your next speaker, remember to introduce not just the name of the person, but also introduce the topic that they're going to speak about. Remember who your audience is. Everybody here speaks English. Everybody here is learning English. But nearly everybody here, English is their second language. You gave us a lot of English. You gave us a lot of spoken English. You gave us a lot of text. You gave us a lot of complex concepts, but mostly in English words. I think you could have used many more images and graphs and figures to illustrate the concepts, and that applies for the future teams as well. Anybody else? You got some more onions you want to throw? Anybody else? No? Okay. I want to talk about that SWOT video. It was good to introduce a video. I've never seen a video like that. It was a terrible video. I thought the video was, the voice was clearly computer generated. And it seems a complete waste of space to have a piece of video which all it is computer generated cartoons and computer generated text. You might as well have just read it out yourself. But you might have. But then I thought, when you had your second video, I think was fantastic, and I'll talk about that later. Yung Feng, I think you just need to do much more rehearsal for your introduction. I think you were nervous and got out of step. You've got to have your first 30 seconds, your first minute very well rehearsed, so that you capture the audience, that you don't lose us in that first minute. So, just make sure you got that first minute sorted. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to finish. More apples. We got more apples. We had a good mix of apples back then.
Well, for English as not your first language, I think you guys done a great job, and I could understand you very well. And you should be proud of yourself for speaking in front of an audience. It's not that easy, but you guys done a great job.
Didn't keep any back, right? No. You did a good overview of the team members and the topics right at the beginning. You set the scene for the whole talk. You introduced the members and the topics. That was good, and that's that. I like that quote: "A failure to plan is a plan to fail." It's one of my, I've been a professor of strategy. I know this topic inside out, and I have to. It's in there. A failure to plan is a plan to fail. It's a good quote. Many years ago, this is to compliment you on the topic that you had to deal with. You had to deal with perhaps the most theoretical and conceptual topic in this whole course, strategic thinking. And I think you've each done a very good job of understanding your component of the whole topic. And I think the presentation sequence that you put together was logical and integrated. There's a lot of material in that chapter, and you've carefully selected some important bits, the most important bits. I think you did a good job. of doing that. So they've introduced you to the topic of strategic thinking. It's a topic which is very important. You've discovered it's important to entrepreneurs. It's important to managers and business generally. And you'll find there's a whole topic at level 6 called strategic thinking. And there's a whole level 7 topic called strategy. So you've cracked the nut for us, you've opened it for us, and you did a good job of doing that for us. I like the way you used framing questions at the beginning of some sections. You said, okay, here's a question, and you reminded us that you were going to ask us the question later on. That's a very, very good teaching technique, to ask a question, then present the material, and then go back to that question. I need to do that more myself, but that's a very good way. You did that very well. I think you had a good mix of text and figures, figures from the text, and you introduced those interesting graphs of company growth and the spiral of sustainability and so on. Yep. Any other apples?
The last one, I like the examples and the explanation about the vision and mission. You describe it as a vision as a goal, and the mission as how do you create the goal. I like that.
Oh, I wanted to talk about that second video. In contrast to the first video, the SWOT video, the second video on the business model, that was an excellent choice. Business models are it's extremely important to understand this concept of business models, and you found a very, very, very good video. And the video was clever because it used words, but it also used music, and it also used graphics to emphasize the image. So good choice of video there. Yeah. Any other apples? Anybody wants to throw? Right. No? Okay. I just want to say next week we've got. You have got something? No. So next week we've got Team I and Team J. Team I and Team J. Team IJ was a very, very big team, so it got split into two smaller teams. So Team I is doing 2 chapters. They will go first for about 80 minutes. We'll take a small break, and then Team J will present, and then we'll do the judging for both teams at the end. We're going to try and stick to the time, but the time might go on a bit later next week, so just be ready for that. But I think we finished early this week, haven't we? Right. Yeah.